Hello students, from today onwards we will be starting with a numerical portion for doubly reinforced beams. The main difference between singly reinforced beam and doubly reinforced beam in the numerical perspective is that the equations that were given in our IS code for singly RC beam, for doubly RC beam in analysis portion, the equations are not been given in our IS code. So we need to remember the stress strain dia. Again, we need to remember the stress strain dia for WRC beam that was covered in our last video. So if any queries, again to watch that video before proceeding further. So we'll be starting with our sum. The question is a doubly reinforced beam of 300 cross 600 mm overall is mentioned, that means capital D is given, is reinforced with 4 numbers of 20 mm bars as compression reinforcement, that means ASC, area of steel in compression, and 6 numbers of 20 mm diameter as tensile reinforcement, that means AST. So the composition of ASC and ASC, AST is given in the question, and it is given that effective cover on both sides is 50, that means top cover is to be taken as 50 mm as well as bottom cover is also to be taken as 50 mm. The grade of concrete is given as M25 and the grade of steel is Fe415. The question is to find moment of resistance, that means we need to find mu. We already know how to find mu, what to find mu, but it was in the case of singly RC beam. Now from this numerical onwards we will be solving WRC beam. The analysis portion will be same. In every analysis portion regarding our beam topic, the question will be to find moment of resistance, and in the design portion the question will be to either calculate the area of steel or to design the entire beam. So here the question is to find moment of resistance. So the cross section will be as shown here in the figure. The width will be 300, it is as mentioned in question. 600 mm is given as overall, that means capital D. So the small d, that is distance from top layer to the bottom reinforcement, will be 550 because the cover is mentioned as 50 mm, and also the top cover is given as 50. So the top cover as well as bottom cover will be 50 mm. So now the first thing will be to calculate area of steel. Now to calculate area of steel we can use two methods, that is first calculate manually 6 numbers of 20 mm, that means 6 into pi by 4 20 square, or we can refer our steel table page number 71. Again to calculate ASC we can proceed to any of the method, we will be getting these values. Now the first thing in doubly reinforced beam will be to find the stress portion, that is FCC and FSC. FCC, as we have seen in the previous video, that will be equal to 0.446 FCK, and FCC, F stands for stress, C stands for concrete, and again C stands for compression. So stress in concrete in compression will be equal to maximum compressive stress, that will be 0.446 FCK. Grade of concrete is M25, so FCK will be 25. Equating it, the value will be 11.15 Newton per mm square. Now the second thing will be to find FSC. Now FSC will be dependent on the grade of steel. As we have seen in previous lecture, there are basically two portions or two parts that we need to discuss. The first portion or first type of steel is mild steel, that is Fe250 steel. For the case of mild steel, FSC will be equal to 0.87 F5, but keep in mind only in the case of mild steel or Fe250. For Fe415 or for Fe500 there was a table that we need to remember. So looking into the table, This was something like this. First we need to find the ratio of d dash by d. D dash will be our top cover and d will be our effective depth. So as given in the question, top cover is 50 and the effective depth will be 550. Solving it, we will be getting the value 0.09. As I have said in the previous lecture too, this value or this ratio will always fall between, in general cases, between 0.07 to 0.13. This ratio will be always between 0.07 to 0.13. So we will be approximating to always it to be 0.1. In this case, as the value is coming to be 0.09, we will approximate it to be 0.1. So for this case, for Fe 415 steel and for 0.10 R d dash by d ratio, the value will be 353. This is as per table, but in general cases, that in 99% of the sums that has been asked in our G2 examination, the value of FSC will always be 353 Newton per mm square. So you need to remember this value. So the first thing, that is FCC and FSC, as being calculated. Now we will move on to find XU. Now again, in the singly reinforced beam, XU was calculated from equation given in page 96. But keep in mind that was under clause G 1.1, and G 1.1 is to be used only for singly RC beam. For WRC beam, G 1.1 is not to be used. We need to use the clause G 1.2. But in G 1.2, the equation of XU is not mentioned. And as I said in the starting of the lecture, that in the case of WRC beam, the equations we need to identify it from our stress strain diagram. Clear? So to find XU, we will be equating the forces. That is, we will be equating the compressive force and the tension force. So XU can be calculated from this equation, that is our equilibrium equation, C equal to T. But as we have seen in the stress strain diagram, that there were two sections. One was for singly RC beam and second was the auxiliary section. C1 will be corresponding to our singly section and C2 will be corresponding to our auxiliary section. So here C will be equating as C1 plus C2 and T will be just T. Why? Because AST1 and AST2 are both falling in the tension zone. So the number of steel bars as given in question is given directly as 6 number of 20. It is not bifurcated here, so we will consider it to be AST. So the value of C1 and C2, as we have discussed in the previous lecture, that for singly RC section, C1, T1 and Z1, the values will be as mentioned, and for auxiliary section, C2, T2 and Z2 will be these values. Clear? So equating it in our equation, C1 we will be substituting as 0.36 FCK BXU, C2 will be FSC minus FCC, here it is FCC, FSC minus FCC into ASC will be equal to 0.87 FI AST. So in this equation, as FCK is known, B is given in the question, XU will be the unknown factor, FSC, FCC is already, we have solved it, ASC is given in question, so remaining data is already given, so we can find the value of XU. Now again, as we are doing in the previous chapter, we will be equating or we will be finding the relation between XU and XU max. So to find XU max, whether it will be singly reinforced beam or doubly reinforced beam or the T beam that we'll be seeing later on, the equation will be same as given in page number 70 of your IS code. So for FE 415, XU max will be equal to 0.48 D. So equating it, we will be getting answer 264. So in this case, XU is less than XU max, and as XU is less than XU max, the section will be a under reinforced section. Yeah. So XU and XU max are being calculated by this method, and now we will move forward to find our ultimate question, that was moment of resistance MU. Now to find mu, we again, there is no equation given in the IS code. Mu will be substituting just as we were discussing or we were seeing in the previous semesters, that moment will be equal to force into perpendicular distance. Moment will be equal to force into perpendicular distance. Now here there are two considerations, that we can either take compressive force C or we can take tension force T. But in this case we need to always take compression force C. Why so? If the stress strain diagram is to be seen, this was our singly section, that's C1, and here it was T1. If we see the auxiliary section, here somewhere it was C2 and here it was T2. The distance between the top fiber and the C1 force was 0.42 XU, as in singly, and the distance between top fiber and C2 force was D dash. As C1 and C2 doesn't fall on the same line of action, and T1 and T2 are corresponding to our area of steel, so steel line will be in the same line of action, so we are always taking the moment equation to be in the form of C1 into Z1. Why? Because if we take T into Z, then the distance or the lever arm will change in both the cases, as the line of action is not similar in the case of compression. So for every sum in our doubly reinforced section, we will be taking mu equal to C1 Z1 plus C2 Z2. So mu will be C1 Z1 plus C2 Z2. Since C1 Z or C2 value we have already seen in the previous slide, that it will be these values. So substituting the values here, the only unknown, that is mu, we will be getting mu from this equation. So the final answer will be 343.03 kilonewton into meter. Now moving on to the next sum. The sum is a beam 250 mm cross 500 mm effective deep, that is effective depth is given, is doubly reinforced with 2 numbers of 16 mm as compressive steel and 4 numbers of 25 mm as tension steel. The effective cover to both sides is 50 mm, that is D dash, and the bottom cover is given as 50 mm, and the material grade is M20, that means FCK is M20 and FY is 415. We need to find moment of resistance of doubly reinforced beam. Yeah. So now in this case AST can be calculated either manually or we can use our steel table. But keep in mind, in our steel table the 25 mm diameter bar are not mentioned. So for 25 mm diameter bars you must calculate it manually only. So we will be calculating it by equation 4 into pi by 4 25 square. And for this, that is ASC, we can use our steel table directly from, as you can see in the figure, and we will be getting these values. Now moving forward, the first step will be to find FCC and FSC. So for FCC the equation will be 0.446 FCK, and here it comes out to be the value 8.92. And the second thing will be to find FSC, but as it is given Fe415 steel, that is HYSD steel, the equation will be referring to the ratio D dash by D. D dash, that is top cover is given as 50 mm, and small d, that is effective depth. Effective depth is directly given in question as 500 mm. So solving it, we get the answer 0.09, which will be approximate to 0.1, and for 0.1 FSC is always 353 Newton per mm square. Moving further, now we will be finding the value of XU and then relating it with XU max. So XU can be found out from the equation of equilibrium, that is C equal to T. Again substituting the values here, the only unknown, that is XU. XU can be calculated from this equation. The value comes out to be 316.90 mm. And now we need to find XU max, and XU max can be found again from page number 70. It comes out to be 240, and in this case we can see that XU is greater than XU max. That means it is a over reinforced section. Clear? It is a over reinforced section. In the previous sum it was a under reinforced section, and this here it is a over reinforced section. But not to worry around, we need not to worry about whether it is under reinforced section or over reinforced section. The equation for mu for doubly will be always C1 Z1 plus C2 Z2. Clear? And C1 and C2 can be calculated as seen in the previous slides, that these equations are being used to find the value of C1 and C2, and this will be Z1 and Z2. So substituting these equations, we will be getting an answer mu equal to 234.69 kilonewton into meter. Okay? So we'll be keeping up to this, and this is our exercise problem for today. Solve it, as it is the first numerical of our new chapter. You will get used to it, and it will be beneficial for you. Yeah? So we'll see in the next lecture. Thank you.